Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now in today's video we'll be discussing about journaling. So if you're someone who's wondering what journaling is and how to maintain a journal or what to exactly write in a journal and what are the different kinds of journals that people use, we'll be discussing all of these in today's video. Now starting with a simple question, what is journaling? Now, journaling is a process of writing your thoughts down. It is a process of maintaining logs of your thoughts, your feelings, your day-to-day activities or whatever you do in a day. So I have been journaling for the last 2 years and it has been a very therapeutic process for me and I highly recommend it to everyone. Also, I'm a big fan of journals. I have collected all these journals over the years and I will be sharing with you all of these journals and how I approach each one of these so that you have a better understanding. So make sure that you watch this video towards the end. So the first thing that you need to figure out in order to maintain a journal or build a habit of journaling is to figure out what type of journal do you want to maintain or what is the purpose behind having a journal. So there are so many different types of journals that you can have. The first is a basic diary, a basic journal where you just write about your thoughts about how your day was and everything in detail. So I started with something similar. I had a diary and it's to write every day, dear diary, and just explain my whole day and everything that happened. So that is one way of maintaining a journal. Second would be having a gratitude journal, which I highly recommend. This is one practice that has changed my life entirely. So you must have read The Secret. If you haven't, please read The Secret, specifically this book, The Magic, which talks about gratitude and how the universe works and why we should write down a gratitude list every single day. So you can check this out if you want. Also, if you're looking for more book recommendations, there's a separate video that I've made. I'll just leave the link somewhere up so you can just go and check that out. Also, I am planning on making another book recommendation video very soon. So stay tuned and make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on any video. Okay, so coming back to the gratitude journal. Gratitude journal is very simple. All you need to do is to have a very simple notebook, write the date and just write 10 things that you are grateful for on that day. You can just begin by saying I'm grateful for dash and dash. And make sure that you also mention the reason why you're grateful for that particular thing, like I am grateful for dash because of dash. That has greater benefits. And after you've written the 10 things, make sure that you reread them by saying thank you for each and everything, and this simple practice alone can change your life. Another way to journal is to buy a customized journal or customize it for yourself by having different sections. Like in one particular journal you can have a section for gratitude, like half of the page or 2-3 lines where you will write your gratitude. Then you can write your affirmations or your goals for the day or one thing that you learned from that day. So like this you can customize your journal on your own, but as a beginner I would suggest you to just start with a simple diary and write down whatever thoughts come into your mind, and slowly and gradually you will yourself figure out what will work best for you. So the next thing that you need to do is to have a dedicated notebook. Now this one is very important. I have made the mistake in past where I used to be in school and I didn't carry my journal or notebook. So whenever I had any thoughts or if I wanted to write something, I will just pick up any random notebook and write it over there on the last page or somewhere. And then all these pages and everything got very mixed up and I couldn't find them anywhere now. So it's better if you have dedicated journals for your different genres or different things. Like I highly recommend to have a different journal for gratitude and a different journal for your thoughts, so that will give you better clarity. Make sure that when you're choosing a notebook, it can be any simple notebook, just make sure that it is easy to carry everywhere. It's not a very heavy notebook that you find difficult to carry. So make sure it's portable, and any simple notebook can work for that matter. Next thing that you need to focus on is to set a time. Just don't think that you can randomly, whenever you're free, you can just pick up your notebook and journal. That's not how it works. So set a particular time. The best time is early in the morning or late at night just before going to bed. These are the two best times that you can choose. So In the beginning, you can try journaling for both the times, like in the morning also and at night also, and just figure out what works best for you. I personally journal in the morning because it just sets a very positive note to my day, and I carry that positive energy throughout the day with gratitude, journaling, and just planning for the day ahead also. So, but journaling at night also has equal benefits. So whatever suits you the best, try out both the things and just see what suits best to you and just go ahead with it. So my next tip would be to journal as regularly as possible. If you can journal like every single day, nothing can beat that. But ensure that you journal 3 to 4 times a week at least, because that will have a greater benefits. The more regular you are, the more benefits you will have. So make sure that you build a habit of journaling and try to do it as regularly as possible. So my last tip would be to try out different things while you're journaling. Now we talked about gratitude, but having forgiveness is also a very important thing. So you can also write about forgiveness, forgiving people, forgiving yourself if you have committed some mistakes. So you can just write it down on your diary. You can also have a journal for overthinking. Like I used to overthink a lot, so whenever I was overthinking anything, I would just pick up my notebook and write down everything that I'm thinking at that particular time. And the next day I will open that journal and read it out, whatever I'd written the previous day, and I will just feel so stupid that I was just thinking about this small little thing. So that is another way of journaling. So you can try this out, and this will gradually help you stop overthinking over time. So journaling is a very personal experience, and everyone has a different way of approaching towards it. And journaling is basically for your own mental peace, your own mental well-being. So just try out whatever suits best for you, whatever you think you need to write down. You can write anything and everything. So try out, start journaling, and slowly and gradually you'll figure out what is best for you. So now moving to the next segment, where I'll be sharing my journals with you and showing you my journals and how I approach each one of these. So beginning with my first journal, this is a Q&A journal which I bought from Amazon, and it is a 5-year journal, and it has all these brilliant questions in it. I'll show you. It has an interface like this, like the date is there, and there is this question for every single day, and we have this log over here for different years. This is from 2019, 2020, 21, and so on. So you need to answer one question daily from this journal, and it has very unique questions. I'll just read out few of them. What is your mission? Can people change? What are you reading right now? What is your favorite accessory, etc., etc. The best thing about this journal is that while you are writing your thoughts down, you're also able to re-evaluate your thoughts and the way you felt about this just a year back on the same day. So when I read my previous year's questions, it just makes me feel so nice. So it's not a very important journal, but if you want to have something like this, you can definitely check it out. I will leave all the links to all these journals down in the description box, so you can check them out. Next is a set of planners. Now planners are not exactly journals, but since they have a lot of things to offer, I thought I will include it in this video as well. So this is my first planner that I had, and it had an interface like this, if you can see. So there was a gratitude list, I'm grateful for, then affirmations, then goals, good habits to adopt, bad habits to leave, my top 3 priorities for the day, then today's plan with the time also, how can I make tomorrow better. Then there was today's learning, and also productivity score that you can give for the day. So this is a full packed journal with planner, gratitude, and everything. So if you want to invest in something like that, you can try this out. I will leave the link. The second one is a little different one, but similar interface it has, like this. This is from the Positive store, and it also has a similar things like the gratitude list, my goals, things to do, that is a to-do list, my top 3 priorities, what I learned today, and then this also has a grid where you can just rate your day on the basis of contribution, happiness, and growth. And the planner that I'm using currently for 2021 is this one from Tiny Change. It is a very different one from the previous two ones. It has this weekly grid. Yeah, so it has a weekly grid and a monthly grid like this. Yeah, so something that I've started in 2021 is to plan weekly and monthly. I try to do it as much as possible. Also, this planner has these very cool stickers to use. So you can also check this one out. It's from Tiny Change. I'll leave the link in the description box. So these three were my planners, and this is the gratitude journal that I'm currently using. So it's a very thin one so that I can carry it everywhere. And yeah, it's a very simple one, just plain journal, a notebook. And I write down 10 things that I'm grateful for, like with the date and the 10 things with the reasons why I'm grateful for every day. So the journals that I use on a daily basis, these are not the ones that I use on a daily basis, is just this and this one. That is my planner and my gratitude journal. These are the two that I use on a regular basis. Next is my goals journal. So I made this journal at the end of 2020, and it basically has all my goals listed for the next year, that is 2021. This is also a very simple one. So I wrote my favorite music for 2020, my life lessons from 2020, best moments of 2020. These are some words that I want to resonate for 2021. So I've made it a little colorful, this goals journal. I've also written the reading lists, the books that I wish to read in 2021. And I have written like the habits, I want to break, the habits I want to build, and a complete list of things that I want to do in 2021. Then I've broken those goals into quarterly goals. Then from the first quarter, in order to achieve these quarterly goals, what are the steps that I want to take on a weekly, monthly and daily basis. I've broken them down. Along with this, I also use my planner to break my goals down into a monthly and weekly basis. Next journal is my absolute favorite, and it is my book journal. This is also the one I got from Amazon. So this has this book log where you write the title of the book, the author, the starting date, the end date, and just a brief summary and a review of what you thought about the book, and then also an overall rating down below. So as soon as I finish a book, I make sure that I write it down on this journal, so that and whenever I want to review that book, I just go back to the key learnings. I just open this journal and go through that book. Apart from that, it also has book challenges where you need to write about a book written by someone on a different continent, a book written before 1900, a book of poetry, a graphic novels. So this basically ensures that I read about different genres. Then it has book lists, 10 favorite book first sentences, then 10 favorite villains, 10 favorite childhood books. So you can just list them down in this list. Apart from that, it also has a lot of recommendations. 100 best non-fiction books, all these recommendations. These are basically classical novels. It is not a very updated list, but there are a few good recommendations here and there also. Then it also has book club questions and everything. This is an absolute favorite book. I will not finish talking about it, so let's move on. The next is a simple diary. This is my content diary. I write whatever content ideas I get about YouTube or anything else. I use this diary for scripting and everything. And next is a very tiny ideas diary. I write down any random idea that I get, any word that I came across, any specific thing that I want to research about later on. I just write it down over here. I make sure that I carry it everywhere. But recently I don't use this so much because I have an app on my phone that is Evernote. So just try to make notes over there because my phone is with me everywhere and it's still very difficult to carry this everywhere. The last is just a basic journal where I just write my thoughts down, dear diary, whatever, about a day or any experience that I want to specify in general. I use this diary to write that. So yes, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little overwhelming for me, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. So what I wanted to ask you is that please make sure that you let me know about your experience of journaling, because as I said, it's a very personal experience and everyone has a different way of journaling. So if you have ever tried journaling, what were your experiences? And if you ever try to journal, let me know how did it go. Do let me know in the comment section about your journey. I want it to be a two-way communication where both of us share about our experiences. So, and I would love to read, so make sure that you comment down below. So like this video if you enjoyed watching it, and share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll see you in another video next week. Until then, goodbye.